Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of Book Bestie. I am your host Megan, and for this week I have two very special guests.
Hey!
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
So this is Casey and Rachel. They are two people I, sometimes call my friends.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go that
a bit
far.
Of a stretch.
Yeah.
So yes, we are going to be talking about book icks this week, which I'm very excited about because I feel like it's really blown up on TikTok recently. Yeah. So it'll be fun to see what your guys' are. Just first and foremost, do you guys want to explain like a little bit about like genres that you like, what you don't like, that kind of, just to get a little bit of a realization of what your reading journey is?
I've kind of only started like my book journey, so at the moment I'm just reading like romance, but I hope to go into like fantasy and like it's basically everything. I kind of want to read everything, so
That's fair.
Sorry, I just find it really funny. She said book journey. Just
It is,
isn't
a
it?
book journey.
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard it.
Journey. Don't be so mean.
Sorry.
Judging me.
Sorry. I only kind of read romance books, and I'm not going to lie, I don't want to read anything else.
You tried A Court of Thorns and Roses, didn't you?
Yeah, I have been reading A Court of Thorns and Roses for, I'd say, about 6 months at this stage now. And I'm still not halfway through it.
Yeah, because I'm currently trying to force both of them to read Magnolia Parks, and it's just, it's a journey it's a fight I'm not winning. It's just pissing me off.
I'll get there eventually. I have them sitting there, but for the moment I'm just admiring.
She owns them, and they're sitting there.
I'm
and
like 10
"Please."
chapters in, I just forgot to bring it up with me.
Yeah, no, I need somebody to, because at this stage I'm pretty sure that anyone who listens to this podcast is getting so pissed off about me talking about everything that they're just like, please, for the love of God, find someone else to do it to. Yeah, so as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about book icks this week. So I know that you guys came with a little list yourself. So what we might do is kind of go around in a circle, and then once you guys are out, you're out, that kind of way. Probably the best way to do it. Right, so I'm going to start off. Now this one, it's like, oh God, I'm actually like getting like chills thinking about it. This one like pisses me off to the core, and like I feel like it does it in life too. So this first one, when the main male specific character sings.
Oh.
The audible reaction is all you need to know. It's all you need to know.
It's giving the scene from Barbie where everyone is just
Yes.
playing the guitar.
I saw TikTok, and this girl was like, I was watching Barbie with my dad, and my dad was like, there's no way that actually happens. And she was like, it's happened to me 3 times. I was like, ew, okay.
It's happened to me 4 times.
That's, I can't.
What?
What the hell? Like, right, the book that makes me think of it is not Ugly Love, what's it called? Twisted Love.
Okay.
Have you read it?
No, I haven't.
So, the main character, Alex, is a bit of a psychopath, right? And I'm not going to spoil too much, right? But basically, you have an idea. He fucks over Ava,
Okay.
which is the main female character. And to win her back, he follows her to London, okay?
That's cute.
Where she is. She's doing photography. He follows her to London.
That's nice.
And he proceeds to, in an open art gallery where all of her photographs are on display, there's a bunch of people there, he decides to get up on the stage and sing a quick song.
No.
And this, for some reason, wins her back.
Girl, what?
And like, when you read that book and you realize what he did to fuck her over in the first place, they're not equals. It's not warranted. It's it's not. Oh, I actually, like, when I read it, genuinely, I read it, right? And then I was like, that book wasn't as bad as everyone says it was. And I went into the Goodreads reviews, and I was reading through them. And then someone was like, I can't believe he sang. And I was like, oh my God, I think I blacked out. I think I actually, like, permanently deleted that from my brain. I was like, I actually don't remember that. So, yeah, it was painful, but that's my favorite. I feel like we started off on a good note now.
Yeah,
that was
that
a
was
great
a good
note to start off with.
I don't know what I'd do if someone sang me a song. I think I'd
Yeah, like, how do you react to that? What do you do?
I'd probably just run away.
I was just sitting there and I was just like smiling and nodding and just had to go, that was great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. An avocado.
No, but one in particular, it wasn't like to me. It was like kind of a, I'm going to start busking, and I really want your opinion on, if the songs are good enough.
That physically pains me.
So it was like a kind of a hour and a half type thing.
Hour and a half?
Yeah, he played 9 songs.
You got a whole concert.
God damn! Where were you? The 3 Arena?
It was actually live in the Board Gosh.
Oh, perfect.
Really
The
good,
Wexford Opera House.
really good acoustics,
Oh, Jesus.
Just him, his guitar, and a dream,
Oh, Ed Sheeran. I mean, that's how Ed Sheeran started. You can't blame the guy for trying.
Nah, but 9 songs.
Okay. Right, Rachel, off you go.
My biggest one, and it's probably why I still haven't finished Red, White, and Royal Blue. Long chapters.
Dude, oh my god, yes. No, I had that one right then. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Right, I need to feel like I'm accomplishing something.
Yeah.
And when the chapter's that long, I don't. I feel like I'm not getting through it.
Like, there's one chapter in Red, White, and Royal Blue. That's so,
I
yeah.
know,
You know what I mean?
Twister.
That's 50 pages long.
Is it?
Yeah.
You see, I loved that book, so I didn't notice. I feel like when I notice that they're long chapters, I'm not enjoying the book. Like, I'm not having a good time. So I really like that book, so maybe that's why I didn't notice.
You see, it's because I like reading, like, one chapter, like, before I go to sleep. Like, if I'm not feeling reading, like, tons, I'll read one chapter and I'll go to sleep.
Yeah.
I can't open that book and just read one chapter. That's, like, half the book.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I do that. Like, before I go to bed, I'm like, yeah, well, I'll read a chapter. So then I, like, kind of skim through to see how long the chapter is.
I do
and
that.
if it's
Same,
really, really long, I'm like,
Oh,
maybe just a few pages.
Yeah. No, I hate that as well. I just feel like, I don't know, I just don't feel like there's a need.
no.
No.
I feel like
No.
20 pages tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that's a push.
Like even, oh god, there was a book I was reading. I think I DNF'd. I think it was the, what's it called? You see it all the time. It's like, oh my god, this is going to piss me off. What's that book called? It's like, it's slightly fantasy. There's 3 books in it. The first one, oh my god, it's going to drive me off the wall. What is that book called?
Take her down. It's fine.
Oh my god, that's actually going to drive me off the wall. What the fuck is that book called?
Do you remember what it looked like?
Yeah, vaguely. It was like, I think there was like a crown on the cover or something.
It's not like a Shatter one, is it?
No, it's
Inheritance games? Is that the...
No.
There's like 3 of them, isn't it?
yeah. No, it's not that one. Oh my god. Fuck me. What's it called?
Oh, is it The Crown Prince?
Yes, The Crown Prince. The Crown Prince, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Right? And there's literally a chapter of it, and it's like 3 words. Sorry, that was a really long time for just that to be the sentence that I was following it with. But yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Wait, how does that...
It was literally just like, it was like 3 or 4 words. It was something about like, basically this character, she got put into the, she's not a fairy, but she got put into like a kind of a fairy world. And I think it was something like, oh, they don't have this here, or something like that. And then that was it. That was the chapter.
Oh, so there's the whole page just for...
Bit of a waste of the trees, if yeah.
Yeah.
That
The
book
environment,
was
guys.
fucking waste of
There was
trees.
one, I can't remember what book it was. It's been so long now, I will not remember it, but literally all the chapter was just the male character, like it was his perspective. All it said was fuck.
Oh my god, I remember that book too, but I don't remember what it
Yeah.
was. I remember that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember what it's called though.
No.
Right, Casey.
Okay, so this one is shirtless men on the covers.
I have that too.
Yeah, or like just
I
real
have just
people in
generic.
general.
Yeah, I have generic people on the covers.
Yeah.
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 Just like real people on the covers.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like
Ew.
I
That's
have
not-
like
that's not a
especially
nice book.
celebrities like as well.
yeah.
Movie ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you see, right, I have the Summer I Turned Pretty, the series cover of the first one, and it's really nice.
I think
is
I've
a
seen
really-
that
yeah,
one. That
far
one's really
away.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like the 3 of them like really far down the
Yeah.
beach, and that's it.
I
But
think
like,
that's fine.
That's fine because the other covers actually like really aren't that nice. I think they just have like a girl on the front.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the To All the Boys I Loved Before covers? And it's
Yeah.
just like the girl.
Yeah.
The Summer I Turned Pretty ones used to be like that as well.
It's just her in front of the beach with a little like sun hat on.
yeah,
I think.
something like that. Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
back
Yeah,
facing,
no,
I
I
think.
don't. Because I remember I was getting My Policeman when My Policeman was coming out. And there was one, like, I love hairstyles, but the cover with him on it, I was like, I want the original.
Yeah,
So,
the original is
yeah,
really cute as
yeah.
well, from what I can remember. Yeah, no, I just can't do it. Like even the whole Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver, the like cowboy one. they used to have people on the cover, and then she changed to these really pretty like old-fashioned mirrors, which were really cute, but they were like, she literally, I think they were printed for like half a year and that was it, and then they were gone.
Oh.
And then they're the ones that they are now, which I vaguely don't remember, but they're kind of similar color palette to the mirror ones, but they just don't have the mirrors on them. But yeah, like it was a couple on the front, like it was two people. It was really weird.
Yeah, no.
You know, another one I have that kind of ties into this is just like, yeah, what we're talking about, like the shows, like Bridgerton. Like I love Bridgerton. Like I love that show.
Yeah.
But just the book covers, like just, I feel like the book and like the adaptation of the book, like if it's a movie or TV show, like they're separate things. Like the book is still its own thing.
Yeah,
Like that's
it's really
the original.
just like
It's kind of,
grab
it's marketing. Like, you know,
it's just
it's trying to get people who don't really read to read it.
Like the Bridgerton covers aren't nice to begin with, to be honest. Like they're not anything special, but like I hate just having like two actors planted on
like
it.
that's just no.
No, I hate that. Right. Okay. Now this one, you guys might not get as much as I get annoyed by it, because it is like a fantasy thing a little bit.
Okay.
But it's when enemies to lovers is either too short or too quick.
I get that.
Yeah, I feel like
with, I'm trying to think of an example now. Like there was like the hating game. Have you read that?
Yeah.
It's like it went from like 0 to 100 within like a minute.
Yeah, like it's
Like they hated each other, and like God, the fucking reason, I don't even remember the reason that they hated each other, but I can tell you it did not warrant this feud that they had going on, right? But it was like they hated each other. It was like, you're the worst person on planet Earth, all this kind of shit. And then next of all, they were like, we're in love. And I was like, the fuck? How did we get here?
Like a whole, like, the rest of the book, and it's like, what's going to happen now?
Yeah, yeah, I know. And then Spanish Love Deception as well.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Oh, that book drove me wrong. Hate that book.
Hated it so much.
It felt like about 3 different books stitched together.
Yeah.
Right? So you basically had, the whole idea was that there was this, they were two, I don't remember how they knew each other.
They worked together.
Yes. And they didn't like each other. Sorry, very similar to that.
No, she didn't like him.
He didn't like her either.
He was just messing.
Yeah, but she didn't know that at the time. They hated each other, right? And they started to like fake date, to like be each other's date to things, right?
Okay, yeah.
So she goes to like this whole ass gala with him, and then he goes to her like sister's wedding in like a different country. But like the second you get to the different country, it's like a new book.
Yeah, it's like the whole part of them hating each other just
never happened.
And now it's just a different trope of there's only one bed.
Yeah, it's like it was so and it was entirely too long. For what that book was, entirely too long.
Should have ended after the wedding.
Yeah. I think it should have ended after the gala.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
that. After that, there was kind of like they were already in love, just moving along.
Yeah.
But also, it's like the opposite as well. If it's too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you're kind of just reading it and you're like, oh my god, like come on.
I'm pulling my hair out at that stage. Like I am so beyond.
When they haven't even like kissed yet, and it's been like half the book, and you're like.
Like obviously, like a certain amount of that is fine. It builds the tension or everything. But like when I don't even remember what book it was. But there was a book that I read. I think it's The Predator, from what I remember. The entire first book, nothing.
Oh no.
Nothing. And then the second book, I think, is about halfway through before they had even just kissed each other.
Jesus.
And I was like, come on, for the love of God. I was so annoyed. I was like, please, come on, like.
There's one that I read, from Tessa Bailey. Something about a killer. I can't remember the full name.
Killer Vacation or something?
Yeah, I think it was that. And they didn't, like, it was a really short book, but I don't think nothing happened until about, like, maybe 40 pages before the end.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I just can't. Especially Tessa Bailey.
Yeah.
Tessa Bailey, I'm sorry, I love her, but Tessa Bailey's such a whore. Like,
yeah,
all of her books
is.
are just, like, literally just the entire book is just them having sex at some point.
Yeah.
And it's, like, for that to be her book is insane.
Yeah.
She
I really enjoyed it because there was like a little bit of a mystery element to it. So there was like a part of that book where like, you know, he has a motorbike, you know, and he's like a PI. And I was like, whew, okay, motorbike.
We're in it.
Right, let's go. And like she got on the back of the motorbike and then hopped off, and then they got into like a lake or something, and she was basically naked and nothing happened.
Come on.
God. Alrighty. So this one. Oh God, this one. Right. When it is constantly mentioned how small the main character is, or how like she's a little bit more plus size than like average, or when that is every single fucking chapter, it gets mentioned how small she is, how little she is, it drives me up the wall. I actually can't read it anymore. I actually get so mad.
It's like, pick me. Do you know what I mean?
100%. It's that energy of like,
It's like she's different, like she's
Yeah,
the odd
yes,
one
she's
out.
different.
I actually have that as well, is that I'm
Yeah.
not like most girls.
Yeah.
That one drives me up the wall.
Oh my god.
It's just so annoying. And then as well, when like the whole purpose of the book is like making the main female character that so much more attractive than every other girl in the surrounding area.
Everyone instantly falls in love with her.
Yeah.
Why was that needed?
Like, I love Icebreaker. Like, that's my 5-star book. What's the need to be like, you're so small, you're so tiny?
I know. Like, you see,
Yeah,
he's
and,
like the hockey captain, so he's
Yeah.
like fucking sick.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
why he's like, she's like tiny.
Yeah.
She's a tiny little
huge,
figure
and it's like,
skater.
Yeah. Oh, I hate it so much. I don't understand why it's needed. Like, it's just that constant mention of like, oh, she's so small. Oh, she's so little. And I'm like, fuck off.
He's so huge.
Like, are you projecting that you like small things? Like,
Yeah, like let's not put that energy out there, but it's okay.
no.
I'm trying to think. There was a book as well that was in. No, right. You know, there's the Chicago Windy City series, right?
You may tell the title of the book because that means nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of the first name of the first book. It Goes the Right Move. What's the first one? I don't remember, but the first one of that book anyway. There's the second and third one in case you were wondering. But the first book is she is a flight attendant for this sports team. I don't remember what sport, but it is a sports team, and they're obviously from Chicago.
Yeah.
And she's a flight attendant on their flight, and she is like a little bit more plus sized. So it's like constantly commented about how she has like trouble getting down the middle of the aisle, and how like all the guys are like constantly commenting on like her ass and shit, and like they're constantly talking about like food around her, and like it's just it's awful. And like the main guy character, the love interest, he's like just as bad, to the point where like you finish the book and you're like, oh, that made me a little uncomfy.
Like, I've noticed like a lot of like misogyny that's put into books is only about the size of the women. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's only misogyny in books when a woman is either really, really small or like a little bit plus size.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I got you. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. It's just like, it was so uncomfortable the entire time. It was like, she just kept like talking about how like she was like a little bit bigger and all this. And like the other flight attendant she's the main character of the second book. And she's like this like stick figure blonde kind of vibe. And like it's there, she's constantly comparing herself to her. And I'm like, I don't need to know
no
this.
need.
Like I don't care.
It's not adding to the book. Like, it's not moving
exactly.
the story forward. It's just like...
Because, like, even the whole thing isn't even that, like, she's self-conscious about her weight or anything. Like, she hides who she is because she is this famous basketball player's sister. So she's like, I want to be treated like, not because you want to know my brother, but because you want to know me, that kind of way. So that's why she, like, is, like, a little self-conscious about, like, her as a person, but like it's nothing to do with her weight, but it's constantly commented upon, and it's like, fuck's sake, just move on. It's so annoying.
Okay.
Right, go for it, Rach.
My next one is characters in the story that don't actually add anything to the sub or main plot. They're just put there for no reason, just so there's an extra character.
I do understand, but I also love, I guess that they would add to the subplot. I was going to say I love that, like, found family.
Yeah.
When there's, like, a huge group of friends and, like, they're all, like, really cute together.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess they do add to the story. And they usually are, like, the next couple books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, when, like, she, like, say, I can't think of an example right now off the top of my head, but, like, they're just there for no reason. Like, say, in Spanish Love Deception, they're in the office and there's just a random coworker that speaks. It's like, what?
Do not speak as
What
I've
did you
spoken to.
add? What did you add? Like, you know, there's no
Yeah.
need for you to come up and start talking about, like, whatever job you're doing.
Yeah. Especially when, like, romance books are sometimes so long. It's
Yeah.
like, look, we could have cut this.
There's, like,
I
10
didn't
million
need this.
characters anyway. There's no need to add extra ones.
No, that's the worst actually in fantasy, and they all get really complicated names that are
Yeah.
all really similar. So you're kind of like, okay, is this the important one that I think I say the name like this, or is this the not important one that I'm accidentally saying the name the same way?
Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
or is it blah, blah, blah?
Yeah. Okay. All right, go for a case.
Okay, this is kind of just like the physical book. So like, it annoys me. I don't know if it would annoy you, but like, when you're like looking for a book in the shop and it's destroyed in the shop and you're like, what happened? What happened to you that you're that destroyed already?
Who hurt you?
It's just like, come on, like what are people doing? Just like flinging the books around?
I
and
know,
then
whenever I
just
go
being
to a
like,
bookshop with Casey, it's always like she like sorts through all
Yeah.
of them. She's like, what is the best looking one? So funny.
I can't.
No, but I get that as well.
You're shallow.
You do judge books by their cover. But yeah, like I do try to get the best looking one, but I fucking wreck my books.
Yeah,
I just
I try not to
destroy
like
them.
break the spine either.
Oh,
'cause
dude, I'm like it's folded in half.
no,
It's
I
like
can't.
back to back.
That physically hurts me. I'm like, oh no.
I like for the first like kind of like maybe half of the book, I'm just like, don't break the spine, don't break the spine, don't break the spine. Now the book won't stay open.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
maybe when I read a few more books, I'll be like, yeah, whatever.
It's
But-
just like I don't know. I just love the look of like when you look at my bookshelf, you can see what books have been read and which ones haven't.
yeah,
That's true.
That's
Like
fair,
I feel like
yeah.
that looks nice, but like I feel like that's a personal thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I do. I like crack this one, and then as well when Chloe was asking me about Iron Flame and all. So you know Chloe, the Casey's friend.
Yeah.
She was asking me about like Iron Flame and how she wants to buy like Fourth Wing and everything, but they have that like gold on the cover, and she was afraid like it was gonna get like creased and all this kind of shit. So I was like showing her my Iron Flame, and it's fucking destroyed.
She
man.
even said to me, she was like, that book is destroyed.
Yeah, like it's like the bottom corner's like folded back in like two different spots. The top corner's like also the cover doesn't like stay down on the book anymore. It's like up in the air all the time. And like I don't know. I think it's because I read that book I still haven't finished it. Anyway, I read that book for so long, and I was bringing it with me everywhere. So it was like just getting wrecked in my bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so I
Because
don't.
it's so big.
Fucking ginormous, and it's so long. I still haven't finished it, and I really want to, but I just can't physically make myself. I think I'm gonna try download it on Kindle. Right, the next one is When Every Happy Ending is Always Pregnancy.
I have that. That's my next one.
Yeah, it's like, why?
I read a book recently, right? I don't remember the name of it, but the entire book premise was how this girl could not get pregnant, right? There was something medically wrong, whatever. Could not get pregnant. You know what their epilogue was? She was pregnant. Why did I just read that entire book about you having pregnancy struggles and you're pregnant? Like, did I really need to waste my time?
That's so stupid.
So stupid. It annoyed me so much because the only thing I loved about the Twisted series was that at the end of it there was one of the couples that like weren't even like engaged yet, but they'd been together for years, but it was because they were traveling and they wanted to travel, and I was like, yes. I was like, you're not pregnant and married. I was like, this is great. But I just feel like it's every single book
Yeah.
is that they end, they're pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I read, okay, these are Colleen Hoover, so but just ignore. Everyone starts off with Colleen Hoover.
Exactly.
It just
Yeah.
it
It's a
happens.
phase.
It's just
she's done
yeah.
her due diligence.
It's a
she's
canon
moved on.
event.
Exactly.
And I only
Canon
read
trope.
2 of them, so it's fine.
I
read
read
3.
2. I read 2.
But I think at the end of both, they both just ended in them like having kids, and I was like,
Yeah.
Come on. Why?
why? What's the need?
You don't have to have kids to be happy.
Yeah, exactly. Goddamn.
Goddamn.
And it was just so annoying. I was like, come on. Because even all the Goodreads reviews were like, I actually enjoyed this book up until the epilogue.
Yeah.
They're like, the epilogue pissed me off beyond
Yeah.
belief that I just cannot rate this book highly because that has pissed me off so much, which is so fair. Because, yeah, it's just fucked. Like, especially when you make the entire book premise about how she struggles with fertility, and then
Yeah.
you're just like, boom, she's pregnant.
It's
Congrats.
like, yeah, it's like how?
Like you
what?
could have like made the epilogue about how they like adopted or
Adopted,
like
or did like surrogacy
Yeah,
or something.
something.
Yeah, like no, but it was just she's pregnant. I was like, fuck's sake.
that whole book meant nothing.
Wasting my time.
My silly little romance books.
I'm just joking. I don't know the word, but when the main character is a virgin and they like fetishizing it.
I have pure and innocent main female characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, right. Hi, my name is Megan, and I am a mafia romance addict.
Hello, Megan.
I love them, and I read My Dark Romeo, and the entire. Oh, now saying this out loud, this book is kind of gross, but right. So basically, the entire premise of the book is that she lives in South America. somewhere, Southern America, and she is basically given away to a man, essentially, right? It's very old-fashioned, whatever, that kind of belief. And she was promised to this oh, okay, do I want to say this out loud? Okay, right, she was promised to this one guy, and she had been since she was, like, a kid. Now, this guy is, like, a couple years older than her, and he's off, like, whoring it up.
Oh,
he's in, like, multiple different countries, like, getting with everyone, and she's, like, pure, innocent, you know, virgin, whatever, right? Yeah. So there's this other guy, and he comes, and he is the rival business to this guy that she's promised to. So he brings her outside, and he does some things to her, but he does them in front of a curtain to the event where the doors open and they fall into the event. Yeah, so then he just takes her because, like, the dad's like, you've been spoiled, you gotta marry this man now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
yeah,
does
like,
he just take her, like, then and there? Or wait.
No.
I was like, sorry.
I was, like, physically, like,
okay, you just, okay. Yeah,
take
so I was like,
consummating the marriage right then and
They
there.
were like, fuck it, everybody knows what we're doing already.
Might as well finish.
It was a great choice of words, though.
That was so funny. But yeah, like, the book itself is, like, kind of fucked, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. But, like, I don't know, I hate when, like that setting, it makes sense that she's, like, this pure whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, in just, like, a normal romance book, she, like, lives in New York.
Yeah.
And she's there, like, oh, yeah, like, I'm never said the word fuck. You know, that kind of, that
Yeah.
pisses me off.
Yeah.
and why is it, though, in that situation, the female's like, oh, yeah, like a virgin, like, oh, my God. And then the male's, like, a whore.
Horn it up.
Like, it's just, like, why?
Absolutely, like, all the STDs he has.
Yeah.
Like,
She's
Jesus
just like,
Christ.
you should be like, do I want to touch you?
No. Strangely enough, this is not what I want my first time to be.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it just annoys me.
It does. It's the cursing one that really bothers me. Like,
Okay.
the whole, if you're a virgin, it doesn't matter, right? But it's the cursing one. She's like, I've never said the word shit. And you're just like, come on, you're like 23 years of age.
Yeah, come on.
Like, never once you've said the word shit in your entire life.
Yeah.
Like, that one really, like, the one part, actually, I love Lynn Painter, right? Love Lynn Painter. But sometimes her female main characters drive me up the wall. Like, I have to be in such a mood to read Lynn Painter because I will get so mad. Because I just keep thinking, I'm like, you're 25 years of age. You shouldn't be, like, falling down the stairs. Like, come on, let's get your shit together. Let's, you know, one foot in front of the other here, Bestie. Let's do this together. Like, yeah, it's that whole, like, I've never cursed a day in my life. That pisses me off. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really bad with the names of books. This is
same.
so annoying.
Same.
But, like, there was just one, and she was a virgin and also didn't curse at all. And then the guy, again, a whore, was like, I can change you. I'm gonna corrupt you. I'm gonna turn you into a little porn star.
Like, idol? No, yeah, that drives me. When he's like, I'm gonna corrupt her. I can't touch her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get, like, black all over her. And
but then him and his, like, friends are, like, being like,
killing
like,
people.
No, well, not killing people.
maybe
in your types of books.
Yeah.
But, like, they're like, you know, locker room talk, like that kind of thing, where they're all just like, oh, I'm gonna get to her first. Yeah,
it's like that shit.
That.
Yeah, but see, that's why I like mafia romances, because they actually do respect women. Shockingly enough.
They will kill for you.
They will. And, like, it's so funny because they're like, you read a mafia book and it's like, how they got this person into their life is, like, a little questionable, you know, it's the best of times.
Kidnapping.
Yeah, a little, sometimes.
Just a little bit of Stockholm Syndrome, it's fine.
Exactly, right? But then they're like, a guy, like, looks at them wrong and they're like, next snap.
Yeah.
Done and done. But yeah,
You should read those books. They seem fun.
Dude,
Yeah.
fuck me. Like, if I ever read, like, a heavy fantasy book or something that's so like complicated that my brain actually hurts, I'm like, hee, my silly little mafia romance. I'm like, this is great. Because they're all the same.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, they're all the same. Like, even the...
Who touched you?
The the King of Sins series by Anna Huang at the minute. It's like King of Greed, King of Other Sins. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Those books. They're like not mafia, but the guys are like high level business owners or like billionaires, and they do like some seedy shit on the side. Like those are like good. I liked those. There was one I didn't like that I don't remember which one. I think it was the second one. But yeah, like they're really good.
Yeah, I really want to get
introductory.
I really want to get into like dark romance and stuff.
Yeah.
And
The Haunting of Adeline.
no, I just have one in my like cart for the past while. Dark Notes. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
Mm-mm.
It's like kind of like a teacher student kind of thing. But
You seem weird like that. That fits.
hey, I was on Arya's side in Pretty Little Liars. What can I say?
Okay, go for it, please.
I'm all for like a bit of like spice in like a book, like yeah.
I know.
But when they have to explain every single little detail about the scene, and it's just like you're just kind of like, ugh. And like when they like
skimming.
Yeah, because like they just go into every little detail, and you're like, okay, I get it, but like, come on. It's like when he so like page 136 of Icebreaker. I feel like that was going around TikTok. That was going around TikTok for a while, and it was like, hold on, I'm gonna read a bit of it because I feel like it's funny.
She came with excerpts.
Yeah, I have a screenshot.
She's ready for this.
She's ready.
God damn, she's more prepared than I am.
When it's just like, oh, like I will get ill like reading it, but it's fine. When she's like, oh my god, no, this slick wet sound is the only noise in the room, other than my cries and moans and the occasional Jesus Christ from him. I'm just like, why? I don't
need to know that.
I get it, but I don't need to like. I don't want to be in the room with you.
Yeah.
And then it's like, his dick is like cum glistening at the end, and it's like, why glistening?
Why do we need to be glistening?
It's just
I have one similar to that one. It's the same vein of like describing everything.
Yeah.
Growls.
Oh,
he growled in my ear.
Like, why do I need to know that? I don't need to know that. But like, I loved Icebreaker, but that book, fucking hell, you could have cut at least 90% of those small scenes out of it, and the book would be about 100 pages.
Yeah, like I haven't finished it yet, but like every second page is them just having
and they
text,
describe
and
it in that level of detail
every
single time. And I'm like, look,
like,
I get how the mechanics work at this point. Like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
I'm not going to lie.
I know. I love that book.
No, like,
fucking hell.
I'm all for it. Like, yeah, like fair enough. Like it is like, ooh, cheeky, but like, cheeky. You're like reading it. You're like, no one else can see me reading this.
Yeah, I get embarrassed. I'm like, no one look.
Yeah,
I have the straightest face ever.
Yeah.
Like I have
Nothing's
straight
happening.
face. Nothing is phasing me. I'm just like eating this shit up.
Like, could you imagine like being in a public place with headphones on, you're listening to the audiobook, and you hear that in your ear, and you just have to pretend like nothing's happening?
One of my friends was reading that book at her granny's house.
Oh,
You can imagine how she felt.
Nice.
I seen a video on TikTok, and this girl was reading it on a plane, and the guy behind her was like, like looking over the seat, like reading the book.
Sir, for your sake, don't.
Please no.
Yeah, like I loved Icebreaker, but again, that book was entirely too long. Like
Yeah,
you
it
could
was
have cut
literally
90% of that shit out of it, and we would have been fine. Like I got that you guys liked each other. I understood that.
Yeah.
Like
You liked each other a lot.
Yeah, you liked each other like sometimes too much. Like calm the fuck down, you know. But yeah, no, I get that one. That one's really annoying. I have that one as well of like just when there's just too much.
Yeah.
Like I just don't need it all. I start to skim. I get bored.
I don't.
I'm just like, I get it.
I feel like I wouldn't either, because then I'm like, oh my god, I missed something, you know. So I'm like,
No,
I have
I
to
just
read
start
it.
to
But like,
You missed what?
yeah, I know, but
Him finishing, Rachel.
Finishing.
I missed the glistening.
Whatever am I gonna do? I missed the glistening.
Damn it. I'll never know if he glistened or not.
Jesus Christ.
Or if the wet sound was echoey.
I need
Was
to
that
know.
the only sound in the room?
Did he take her in front of everybody?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Okay, the next one that I have is when the asshole main character is just too much of an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, I'm there for a little bit of it. Like, it's a banter thing. It's fine, right? Even if you're, like, a straight-up dick to her. But when you just get to that point where it's like, okay, you're just being mean.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't funny anymore. This isn't flirting or, like, banter. Like, you're just being mean.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me so uncomfortable. And, like, it goes well with the next one that I have, which is 100% unemotional guys.
Yeah, and it's like, she's like
I'm
pouring
like, give
her
me
heart
some.
and soul, and he's just
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Anyway. Yeah, because that's the same Twisted Love, that book as well. He's just, like, a robot. Like, I think even his nickname is The Robot.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
so,
a little on the nose.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah, they could have been, like, a little clever about it. Like, his second name is, like, Volkov. They could have, like, done something there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that really pissed me off. And, like, you just become mean. Like, it's not, like, a funny banter flirting anymore.
like, how
It's
do
like,
you
you're
like
just
him?
mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, have you not got the ick yet? Have you not moved on? Like, this is so gross.
If that was me and someone was being that mean to me, I'd be just like, okay, he just hates my guts.
And it actually ropes into the next one as well, which is when they're too jealous.
Yeah, when they're like too overprotective. And they're
Yes.
like, oh my God,
Like,
I'm going
right.
to kill you.
Twisted Love, okay? Ava is the sister of whatever his name is. What's his? Josh. And Josh and Alex have been best friends since childhood, okay? And Ava and Josh live together, okay? So Josh is going out of town because he's a doctor, so he's going to do that, like, you know, Medicare for all thing in, like, a different country. You know, that doctors cross borders, that kind of shit.
This is starting to sound like Ugly Love right now.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. So he's gonna go do that, and he's like to Alex, he's like, hey, can you like watch my fully grown college graduate sister while I'm gone? And Alex fucking goes, first off he goes no, and Josh is like, please man, you know, right? Bestie, broheim, whatever, right? So then he's like, oh yeah, no, like I'm a bit, like he owns like a multi-million-dollar business, right? Like he is a billionaire, right? And he's also, like, a lot older than Ava, right? And he just goes, no, man, I'm not doing it. Josh's like, please. And he's like, okay. He installs cameras in the house.
Oh.
She leaves the house, and he puts a tracker on her car. She goes, and she is a photography student. Oh, no, not student anymore, 'cause she's a graduate. So she does photography, and she was helping out this other guy that does photography, and she's wearing, like, lingerie and doing, like, a shoot for him. Alex comes in and breaks this dude's camera. Like, fully just smashes the camera.
Is this the same guy that sang in the Ark?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, that book's a wild ride. You gotta buckle in, because that's only, like, the romance part. There's, like, other shit in there that's absolutely fucking wild. But, yeah, like, he's too much. Like, to be honest, all the guys in the Twisted series are kind of too much. Yeah. Because, like, the last guy is, like, he owns, like, a security company, and she is, like, a social media starts being stalked, and he just goes, like, fucking above and beyond to find this guy and, like, stalks her, and, like, he met her for the first time in a weird way that's, like, kind of stalkerish as well. So, yeah, it's just, yeah. When it's, like, when they just get, like, too much.
Yeah.
And, like, there's protective, and then there's whatever the fuck you're doing right now.
Yeah, like, and going back to the one where they're mean, I think, like, in Ugly Love, you know, the way he was, like, hiding his emotions and all, and he was just, like, mean, and he was just, like, emotionless, and then he used to just, like, and then, as well, when they're, like, you know, the way he, like, hadn't had sex in, like, years, and then, like, he finally had sex with her, and then it was, like, he couldn't control himself, and he was, like, almost, like, punishing her with sex, and it was, like, okay, like,
and then he said the wrong name.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Kill myself right on the spot.
That was
end
just,
of my life.
and when she was just, like, letting him finish, and she was just, like,
yeah,
and I was like,
that's
oh
trauma. That's like PTSD level trauma.
Yeah, it was just.
And she's just like, hey, I can change him.
Yeah, like, no, you can't. No.
You can't.
Please, move
Get
on.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's just goddamn. That entire book feels like a fever dream.
Yeah, it was just.
And I remember it was like the first thing I really read when I started reading again. I was like,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think on my Goodreads, I went back looking at it and I gave it like 5 stars. And then I was like, what was I doing?
Yeah, I did the same thing. I went back and I gave it like 1 or 2. I was like,
yeah,
this is
I still really like that book.
I did really like it, but when you think back and like you start reading like other books that aren't Colleen Hoover, you're kind of just like, ugh.
goddamn, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, and then especially like, It Ends With Us and everything.
Oh my God,
Those
that
books
was
as well.
just.
It was like, fucking hell. It was, yeah, I don't know.
That book was a lot.
Yeah, and it kind of went from like 0 to 100 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like he just like went from like nothing to like throwing her down the stairs. Like it was just like
And then he like
Jeez.
slapped her or something for her laughing at him or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that was like it was like what the fuck.
And then she tried to like help him, and he just like elbowed her in the face, and it
Yeah.
was just like, oh my god.
that book was weird though as well because like the whole like older guy sneaking into her room that was like homeless. What was his name?
Atlas.
Yes. Like that was weird.
That was when she was a kid.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Hey, they're so cute," and I'm like, "That's
No.
kind of
Yeah.
not
No.
okay." Like, and then you're always like, when the parents got like really mad, and she got really mad at her parents for like kicking him out and all this, and I'm like, "No,
This
that's
is
that's
a
not
random
right."
guy. You're like what, like 14, and he's like
He was
18 or
older.
so.
I
He
don't
was a
remember.
couple
years
He
older,
was a
like, yeah.
couple years older, like. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
it was
just
very-
ew.
Yeah.
Right, lads. I'm starting to think my new ick is just men in books.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like that's checking out.
Just
of this
men.
one. Yeah.
Oh, actually, talking about ugly love, or no, not ugly love. It ends with us. My God, that brings me into the ick where she writes to Ellen.
Oh,
I hate it so
How are they going
much.
to do that in the movie?
Yeah, like it's she
I
just
feel
like-
like they're gonna take that out.
But that is such an integral part of the
like
book.
some of
But
that
it's
is like
how-
20 pages like in a
Yeah.
row, it's just of her writing to Ellen, and you're like,
Yeah.
But I feel like they're just going to do it as in it's just a flashback. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know because I feel like it was so important, and then as well that like built their relationship
yeah,
because she loved like Just Keep Swimming from Dory. Like that was such an important part of who she
Yeah.
was and
Yeah.
everything. And then like didn't she fucking name her daughter or something?
She named her daughter Dory or something.
Yeah, it was something
Was
like
it?
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. It was something to do with it. Anyway, I don't fully remember. But like the thing that they used to always say to each other was just keep swimming.
Yeah.
So like I feel like they can't just like go, "Oh,
Yeah.
never mind." But like at this point it's like, do you want Ellen DeGeneres associated with your new movie
Yeah.
coming out?
Yeah.
Do we want that? Probably not.
But that's
so.
it's just so awkward, and it was awkward to read.
Mm.
yeah, it was just like, why?
I know.
Why couldn't it just be like Dear Diary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why
Done
does it
and
be
done.
Dear Ellen? Like,
What did Ellen ever do?
and it was just kind of random as well. Like, it wasn't like. It's kind of like, yeah, she's just obsessed with Ellen, so I'm just gonna write to her and pretend she's like writing back to me, and it's just kind of
And like she never even sent any of the letters.
Yeah.
Such a waste of time. God damn.
yeah, that was just the worst part of that book. I hated it so much, and it was so much of the book as well
they
that it
were.
was like,
and
okay.
it was long.
It was-
yeah.
insanely long. Like.
It's a lot.
Okay, this is going back to ugly love as well. It was just like something that was said in the end of the book.
irked her.
Yeah. When they have the child at the end, and there's a quote: "We laughed at my son's big balls." Why?
Yeah.
What was the need to include that? Like,
yeah.
why did you need to
And the fact
describe
that like they laughed about it, and then Colleen Hoover went, "This is a good sentence to follow."
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
This is. I'm getting an award for this one. Yeah.
Okay.
It was yeah.
Yeah, I was
Fucking
just
hell.
like, why? Like, you're just like this poor little baby. Like,
I know,
why
it's
are
just
you?
a baby.
He literally just came into the world, and you're just like laughing at him
I know.
and describing him like that. Like, it's just like,
It's so gross.
It's weird. Like
Yeah.
It
it's
is. See, like the thing that I like, yes, Colleen Hoover's books are bad. Like, I'm sorry, they're bad, right? They're not good books. Okay. The worst part about Colleen Hoover is like I'm pretty sure like her son did something like really fucked up, and she like, defended him.
Yeah. I heard that he like, I don't know. I think he like assaulted
Yeah.
some girl, and it was kind of like,
Yeah.
and
So
she
like
was
I don't know, when you read more of her books and you start to see shit like that, you're kind of like, you know, something's checking out here.
Yeah,
Something's
something's
making
not right.
a little bit of sense.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that freaked me out as well. That was just really gross.
Yeah, it was just like,
it was just
there was,
gross.
yeah, there was like
there's
no need. Like, it didn't
No.
add anything to the story. It was just
It
kind of like,
added
ugh.
uncomfortability.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Made you feel icky.
Made me feel icky. Right, my next one is miscommunication.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Yeah.
It's so
Like,
annoying.
It's no, right, I understand a little bit. It's a book, you're trying to make a story, go for it. But when it is the entire fucking book could be solved if they just said 3 words to each other. I'm
Yeah.
just
If
like,
they just
please.
talked, like,
yeah.
I'm like smashing my head against the wall at this point. I'm like, for the love of God, was this needed? Oh, there was something that actually happened in Twisted Hate that I'm not gonna say because it like kind of spoiled the book. But like, fuck me, it was like, please just have a conversation.
Just talk to each other.
It would be so easy.
You talk to each other anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well
Well,
just-
no, they didn't do a lot of talking. That book really pissed me off for a lot of reasons. But whatever. When you guys read it, we'll get into that. But
I feel like there was kind of a
yeah.
subtle dig in that sentence there.
When fucking eventually. And it's okay. Magnolia first, and then everything else can come later. That's all I ask. But yeah, I don't know, when it feels like it's just at that point you're just dragging it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
making a story is making a story. You have to have some kind of conflict. That makes sense. Like, as well, I have as well the third act breakup. That really annoys me. It's like everything's going peachy keen and everything's beautiful and they're in love and it's whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then randomly it's like, my dad came back into the picture and he kidnapped me, and it's like, we broke up, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how? I was like, what happened here?
Or like they find out information and they're just like, oh, we're done.
Yeah.
And like,
I'm like,
I
well,
would
wasn't that bad?
I would much rather wait 3/4 of the book for you to get together than to get together 1/4 of the way
Yeah.
through the book
Yeah.
and then break up.
Yeah, it's so annoying. And then you have all their friends and they're like, please, he loves you. And I'm like, ugh, kill me. Like,
God.
I fucking hate it. You're embarrassing. Yeah, no, I just,
My favorite part about that whole thing though is like their friends, like isn't like the girls' friends are always just like, don't go back.
Yeah,
Don't
'cause
do it.
girls
Yeah.
are smarter.
Don't go back.
Girls are
And then
smarter.
all of the guy friends come up being like, no, please, give
He's
him
in
another
love.
chance.
He's been a mess since you left.
He's become
I don't care.
He's become a better person.
Yeah. You made him a better person. That's not my job.
You make him better.
That's not my job.
Changed him.
Yeah, you changed it. I don't give a fuck. It's not my job. Yes, that one really pissed me off. Those three, which was miscommunication, the third act, and then the other one that I said that I don't remember. They just piss me off. I don't understand. There's no need.
Okay. This one's to do with series of books
Okay.
when they're not the same size.
Yeah, I had that one too.
Yeah.
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 That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
I know.
It's just like, why?
To bring up Colleen Hoover's name again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ends with us and it starts with us.
It ends with us and it
They
starts with
look
us.
like such a joke on my shelf and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? What was the need? Because the book is like, it's not that long. The font size inside is fucking ginormous.
Yeah, why couldn't you
Read
make that a
shit
smaller
from
book?
Space. That's a joke. I was like, what the hell? Because like I thought, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long book. Like the font's gonna be tiny.
Yeah.
And then I opened it and it was like a kid's book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Hello?
huge. Like, if she just had it made the like font smaller, the book smaller, the book might have been a little bit longer, but like at least it would have been the
I
same
would have
size.
rathered that at least
Yeah.
been the same size and then been able to like have them
Yeah.
together. Yeah, because I also have like when books are different size from the same author.
Yeah.
So I have Emily Henry books, and like 3 of them are the same size, and then I have Happy Place, and it's
Yeah,
like
that
Magnolia
one's
Park
huge.
size. It's huge.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell
So
was
big.
the need?
Like, I have a good few Tessa Bailey books, and then Hook, Line, and Sinker is just way taller than the rest of them.
yeah, I just don't like why.
Why?
I don't get it. But like, I feel like publishing companies have to know at this stage that it pisses people off.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like, why don't you stop?
Are they doing it on purpose? To piss
Yeah,
us
it just
off?
feels mean at this stage.
Yeah.
It feels on purpose.
Yeah. Feels
Kinda
like
fucked up.
Feels like an attack.
They do it because they want people to like talk about it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're trying to like,
Everyone get mad.
Marketing.
Yeah.
no.
Nice, free, easy marketing.
Casey.
Hold on, just gotta open my phone. Okay, so in the do-over, when she's very desperate to tell Josh that she loves him. Like, so desperate to the point where she, like...
You're embarrassing yourself, sweetie.
yeah, it's like I was getting, like, secondhand embarrassment, like, reading it. I was like, why are you, like, so... And then, like, when her friend is there and Nick is there and they're just, like, watching it and she's just like, wait, I love you. And he's just like, I gotta go, bye. And it's just like, oh, my God. Like,
Rejected. Oh my God. I'd cry.
yeah, it was like, and as well, she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like 15 in the book. Like, they're still in school. They're like in like
They are. They're
fifth
still in
year
like,
of school. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's the only way to fix this. And like, it's just like, ew.
I know.
When they're 15,
that book was a little
it
ooey.
makes sense
Yeah.
that they act like that because 15-year-olds are cringe.
Yeah, but I feel
Yeah.
like Lynn Painter just writes cringe. And like, I
Yeah.
love her. And like, I love reading her books when I need them. But like, when I'm not in the mood, like, they hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like she does write that really like cringy main female character
I
that's like clumsy
Yeah.
and like innocent, and it's kind of like,
She was also very like pick me at the start. She
She
was like
was.
my Chanel dress and all. And I was like,
okay,
No one
sweetie,
cares.
let's sit
Okay.
back down.
who gives a shit? But yeah, that just really, made me feel like gross. I was like,
Like
ew.
just like cringy dialogue and just
Yeah.
desperation.
Yeah, because she was like, I wanted to tell you that I love, and he's like, bye, and then she's like, and then
Bye.
Nick, I think, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but he like says chicken or something, and she's like, no, I don't love chicken, I love you, and he's just like, bye. Yeah,
He's like, you should have said you love chicken, sweetie.
Yeah. so chicken. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it was
My
very.
next one is the overuse of pet names. I'm all for a cute nickname. Okay? I love a good cute nickname. They meet each other, something happens. He calls her that forever.
Yeah.
Where this came from, and I don't even know if this is considered a pet name. I read a book in a jam. Okay? And in this book, it is a marriage of convenience. So in order for her to keep her grandmother's farm, she has to be married, because it's like in the will that she has to be married. And he wants the land, a little bit of the land, right? So he's like, let's just get married, right? They knew each other from high school. She moved away. He was in love with her. She came back. All of his friends are like, it's a bad idea, dude. You're going to fall in love with her again. And he's like, nah, like, I'm good.
I've changed.
Yeah.
He has like a kid and all now. And yeah, right? He never stops calling this woman wife. I am not joking. If you took a shot every time that man said the word wife in that book, you would be dead. You'd actually be dead. He just, like, that's how he addresses her. Once they're married, he never uses her name. I think he does, like, a handful of times. He just goes, wife, wife, wife. And I'm like, like, at that point, it's like, it's just, I hated it. Like, it drove me up the wall. I actually started reading, like, I stopped reading wife at certain points. I was like, nah, it's not needed in this sentence. I'm
Just
gonna
skip
pretend like it's
skip
not there.
over it. Just
I'm gonna
move on
pretend
to the
like
next
it
word.
never existed, because it's pissing me off. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I don't know why he felt the need. Like, it wasn't cute. It was just he kept calling her wife. That was it.
That's like kind of annoying.
The book would have actually been like really sweet without it.
Yeah.
Because like he has a kid and everything, and like the kid gets on really well with the girl, and like they build this whole relationship. And it's really cute. And it's just, wife. Every 10 fucking minutes, wife. So annoying.
No need.
No, that pissed me off.
And when it's twice in one sentence as well.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And I hate when they're having like a serious conversation and he uses the pet names.
When it's a
I'm like,
serious
this is not
conversation
the
and
time.
uses the pet names, that's
I'm like, this is not, read the room.
No.
Read the room.
like,
sweetie,
that's
it's not
just,
time.
that doesn't happen in real life. Like, you know,
No.
you don't use a pet name when you're having a fight or having a serious conversation.
So annoying. Do you have more?
I do. This is a little bit of a change from our last thing, but just say dick or penis. Stop using member bulge or piece or like.
Oh, the peace one. I forgot about that one. That one drives me up the wall. It's so gross.
Yeah.
Peace?
Yeah. Piece.
You know, I read staff once in a fantasy.
Oh no.
Staff.
My
wand.
I was reading it and I was like, I didn't know this guy had a staff. And then I went, oh, okay.
That's staff.
That kind of staff.
That
I'm
one,
caught up
okay.
now. I'm good.
Like, it just, I don't know. Just
Ewy.
say it. Like, you know,
You're not 5 years old.
You can say penis. Like
if
that's
you're old
actually
enough
what
to
it
be
is.
touching a penis, you can say the word.
What?
If you're old enough to be touching a penis. Oh my god, it's so gross.
Yeah. Or like for girls, when they just don't say vagina, they're just like cunt or like pussy, and it's like it makes me just
It's
physically
so
ill.
I hate that word.
That word.
I hate that word. It's
The P one?
the P one.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
so gross.
Say vagina.
No, but like when it's not even like in the description of the sentence, it's like he's like dirty talking to her and he says it, and I'm like, that's like instant. No.
Do you
I'd
know
be
what
like,
is the worst one for the women? Secret garden.
what the fuck?
I have heard that so much, and
Really?
oh my god.
Ew.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Ew.
Or flower.
Yeah,
That's
my
a
flower,
flower.
yeah.
Flower.
I gave him my flower.
Like, don't mind Jane the Virgin when she like
Yeah.
pulls up the flower.
Yeah,
and she,
that's cute because it's with their grandmother. The grandmother's not going to be like, don't lose your virginity. You're like, you know
you
what
little
I mean?
whore.
Little whore. Like, she uses the flower as the metaphor. But, like, when it's, like, men talking to you and be like, I'm going to take your flower. No.
No,
Absolutely not.
my flower.
I'm gonna touch your secret garden.
Ew.
Ew.
Hate men.
Or another one for the men when their length.
Yeah. No, actually, you know what I hate? When in every single fucking my god, I'm actually getting so mad I can't even speak. In every romance book, when she's just like, he pulls down his pants, she's like, that's not gonna fit.
Yes, it will.
I'm like, girl, you'll be fine. I was like, with that kind of attitude that he has, you'll be fine. I was like, there's no way. That's not what's under there.
But it's not gonna fit.
Let's be so fucking for real. With that attitude, he's covering up something. So you're fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Like, it's like every fucking time.
It's like when I see that in books, it's like, did their husband just take over the writing for a minute?
Yeah. I'm like, did someone get like a little self-conscious here or something? What happened here? It's so gross. I hate it. I'm like, why?
It's
Yeah,
just
it just makes me like just cringe.
Yeah.
so
I know.
much. I'm
I just have to like sometimes
ugh.
like close it for a second and go,
Just take a
okay,
breath.
let's reset real
Okay.
quick.
Yep, they said that. But you know, I dick and penis, fine. Yeah, use those. They're
Yeah.
the ones I hate when they use cock.
Cock. I hate that.
Hate it so
A
much.
little bit, yeah.
I didn't even want to say it. Like I said it quietly there. Like like I just hate it so much. It's like, do you know when they're like, I'm gonna I
Just wrap that one up.
no, I just hate it.
I know.
It's just so like, ugh, icky.
Icky.
Yeah, no, it's just
Ew.
disgusting.
Can you imagine an icebreaker? It's glistening.
Glistening.
Oh my god.
His length is glistening.
I'm so grateful those speakers aren't working because someone just walked out the door and went, what the fuck?
The sound of wetness from the secret gardening.
Ew. Ew.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Hate men.
Yeah. It's women that's writing this though.
That's the problem. I'm like, let's fix ourselves, you
Come
know? We gotta
on.
work on ourselves,
If you
ladies.
can't say it, come on.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they think writing it, they're like, oh my god, yeah, this is like so
So
good.
sexy. This is
But it's
great.
like, no, it's just making me cringe.
I want to stop reading now. I'm uncomfortable.
It's like stop trying to allude to things. We get it.
Yeah.
We
We
understand.
get the birds and the bees. We have to talk. I saw the video in secondary school. You know, I'm all caught up.
I got neither of those. I had to figure that out for myself.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of sad.
Why didn't you get in secondary school?
I don't know. They just forgot. They kind of
I
forgot.
don't think I got it either.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I think
I had
got
to
it
watch it
in-
for like 2 years straight. I'd watch it in like first and second year in
Yeah.
school.
I got kicked out of the room in like fourth class, and I was like, "What are they doing in there?" And then someone made a comment, and I didn't realize what they meant until years later.
Sorry, you know what's actually so funny about that? I was in primary school. I think I was in like third or fourth class, and we were getting taught about periods. And at that stage,
Yeah.
I used to get the bus home from school, and I just remember sitting on the bus the entire way home crying. And I got home and I was like to my mom, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I have to deal with this. And mom's like, it's okay. Like, you've still got a couple years before, like, it happens. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, this is so fucked up. And I was just so uncomfortable. I just roared the entire way home. And everyone was like, are you okay? And
I
was
didn't
like,
get
I
taught
just
about it
learned
in
what
school."
periods were today. And everyone's like, okay.
I didn't get taught about it in school. My mother didn't say anything.
Yeah, my mom
No one
didn't
told me.
either. Yeah.
No one told me. Then just one day I looked down, I'm like, am I dying?
You know what? You got any more?
I don't think so. I think my last one was the whole like vagina thing.
Right, I have two that kind of link in together, which is slang words and like the mention of like TikTok.
I have that. That was my last one. Yeah.
Why?
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 And I put an extra note on it, and it was like, because realistically, the majority of people writing are millennials or older.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it feels like they're trying too hard.
Yeah.
They're trying to like fit
They're
in,
trying
trying
to-
to reach
yeah, they're
their
like,
like,
oh yeah, let me get down with the youth, and I'm like, ew.
no, we don't care.
But
It's
like some of the words that they
do you
use.
want an Instagram reel? Like, no.
No. Like I read, I was on Instagram and I was scrolling through, and you know, like they have like little excerpts of the book to like make you
Yeah.
want to read them, and like a guy said Riz. And I was like, yeah, remind me to never touch that book within like a
Never read
10-foot
it.
pole. I was like, that's gross.
I will accept slay because we say it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just once. Don't have it like, you know.
But like, I don't know, I feel like I've never read a book with slay. I'll just see like TikTok and shit. And
I
I'm
feel
just
like there'll be a book in like 3 years that comes out that has
Yeah.
slay in it, and we'll be over it.
yeah,
And we'll read it and be like, oh, that was a time.
I'm embarrassed.
Way back when.
Right, and my last one is cheating.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I was gonna mention it with the whole
Like,
pregnancy thing.
I
It's just like-
don't understand how you expect me to root for two people when their relationship started with one of them cheating on another partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, but like, what was the author thinking? Being like, yeah, I'm gonna start
Cheating,
it with
this is a
cheating.
good one.
Like, this is a good thing.
No.
Like, no, it's not.
Stop.
There's so much
Stop.
other
Get some
ways
help.
that like relationships can end and problems can arise.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's
You know.
just, I don't know. It drives me up the wall because then the rest of the book is like, yeah, they're so in love, and I'm like, yeah, but
He
he
cheated.
cheated on his girlfriend to be with her.
Yeah.
I'm like, give it 3 years, he's gonna do the exact fucking same
Yeah.
thing to her. I was like,
a
I just
cheater,
can't.
always a cheater.
Yeah, I just can't like root for them. I can't want them to be together.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, ew, no. Like that is the one thing. Like a lot of these book icks, I'm able to kind of read through them.
Yeah.
But like cheating is the one that I'll be like,
Yeah.
No.
no,
And
I'm done.
Like the cheating part isn't the worst thing about it. It's people excusing it.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
like, oh, but they're meant to be together. And I'm like, well, then
yeah,
break
but-
up with your girlfriend and then get with that girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that, there's no need. And it's just, oh, it's so
But-
awful.
And it's so embarrassing though as well when the main male character or the main female character cheats on the other one
Yeah,
and then they get back together.
I know.
That's so embarrassing on the other person.
It's awful. I
Because
just
it's like,
hate
why are you
it.
getting back with a cheater?
Oh, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I feel like it's like one of the biggest ones that it doesn't just affect what you're reading at that time. It affects the rest of the book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's one of those ones that you have to read the rest of the book, and
Yeah.
it will always be somewhere in the back of your mind that like they cheated on someone else to be with
Because like,
that
yeah.
person.
how can you like the characters? You're just gonna go through the
I
book like
hate
being like,
them now.
oh,
I'm
I
like,
don't like
ew.
them.
Yeah.
I'm like, how? And then especially like, I read a book once where he had a girlfriend. He cheated with her, and she didn't know that he had a girlfriend, right? Which I feel like it's obviously still bad on his part,
Yeah.
but less on hers.
Yeah.
But I hate when she knows he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she like accepts it. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, but he loves me.
Yeah,
like,
she's
no,
like,
he
yeah, but he
cheated on
loves-
someone
yeah,
else
I
to
know.
be with you.
And
Like,
give it
she thought
a
the
year.
same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's like, give it a fucking year and he'll be doing the exact same to you.
Yeah.
We got mad female rage at the end
Yeah.
of this one.
Female rage.
What a sad note to end on.
Yeah.
yeah.
What a fucking
Anyway.
damper.
So what book are you currently reading?
I'm still reading Never, which is the book that I've told everyone I was reading for the past 2 podcasts because I haven't read it in a really long time. What book are you reading at the minute?
Magnolia Parks.
What book
And
are
Red,
you
White, and
reading?
Pearl.
I'm still reading The Do-Over. I haven't read it in a while, so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that book was a little cringy. She was that was definitely like probably one of my,
Yeah, I'm kind of just getting sick of the whole, like,
it's back and, it's like
Yeah.
a Groundhog's Day thing.
Oh,
So it's like the same day over and over and over again.
yeah. And
So it's like, it
just-
gets a little bit to the point where you're kind of like, okay, I get it.
There's
not-
only
it's-
so much you can do
Yeah,
with it. Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just-
There's another ick, lazy writing.
Yeah, it's just like, because I thought maybe like, oh, it would be like max 1 or 2 and then
Yeah,
it would move
no.
on, but like,
It's a good few, I remember, yeah.
yeah, like I think I'm like,
I think the entire book is it. Like, there's not a point after. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
pretty-
it's painful.
it
Like,
is a little
I
painful.
still do really like it, and like
Yeah.
it's cute because like her and Nick or
They're
whatever.
getting to know each
but,
other and all
yeah,
this.
but she's getting to know him. He's not really getting to know her because
Yeah.
it's like repeating.
Yeah,
so like he
yeah.
forgets the next day. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's still really cute. But I'm kind of just getting sick of the whole like
Yeah, it just get a bit annoying.
yeah.
Right. Well, that is the end of episode 9 of Book Bestie. I know, I'm almost at 10. And I feel like I should do something special, but I'm like, shit. I probably should have planned earlier to do something special for 10, but here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here.
No problem.
And thanks to anyone who is listening. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
You're so welcome.
She was just staring at me there.
I was like, yeah, say fucking thanks, bitch. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.